decided to wait a few days before getting back in touch to allow myself to kind of connect with the situation I was in and really get a feel for the family and the environment before making any harsh decisions. But basically, yeah, I was told to come here as I would find traditional Shipibo culture, and I really wanted to find traditional Shipibo culture to kind of search out this way of naturally harmonizing with the earth, this way of living with the earth, cultivating your food, this way of getting in touch with the physical experience as well as the spiritual experience, because the Shipibo people were always great healers and shamans and actually used intent healing to do a lot of their work, which made a lot of their medicines so powerful, and them some of the best healers of the Amazon. But I got to the village and I kind of found that it was exactly the opposite as what I was looking for, almost the exact opposite, if you could call the villages Shipibo. Basically, this village built off, it's a suburb of a bigger village. A little bit ways down. It's the picture description of modernization. What's happening with the outside world coming imposing its thought and rule on another way of life. And I mean, it's just here they have school in Spanish, even though their language is Shipibo. They don't even know how to write Shipibo anymore. I couldn't get my guy to show me how to write Shipibo letters before the language Spanish was here. And so the village, it's a farming suburb of a bigger village that's basically a trading village with the second biggest Peruvian city in the Amazon, Pucallpa. I mean, as you can tell, I mean, it's still a beautiful jungle. I mean, it's a great environment. It's actually got some of the best soil composition I've seen in the jungle. I mean, it's great for growing. But they're not practicing. They don't have the earthly awareness that Shipibo people were known for. They actually went to plant their crops. They planted them all at the same time. Now the beauty of the rainforest is with crops like corn, platanos, and the different crops you might plant at different times, yucca. You know, annual crops. But you can plant them at different times of the year, and basically they'll grow the same. So you can have different harvests at different times of the year, and plant them in the same spaces and harvest one thing, and you use basically the same farming area for 3 to 4, 5, 6 harvests a year. But they're not applying this knowledge that used to be, you know, general. It's common sense, basically, and this other train of thought came in that it was, you know, like a one crop from another environment, from another world almost, and came in working harder, and I mean, to think that they're having an easier life. But to get it back to my experience and to us, and you know, I mean, I guess this is all an experience. I mean, when I first came here, I mean, I told you in the other videos, it was, you know, it was a little like, wow, like, this is like totally exactly the opposite as I wanted. But also, I didn't feel up to taking ayahuasca with the shaman, but he took it. If you could really, I mean, he's more of a fisherman, but he took ayahuasca with some of his and the guy's a fisherman. He's not a shaman. But he took ayahuasca with some of his family members to do a little healing session, and he probably did one of the better jobs. I mean, he had a little bit more of a rambunctious way of doing the ceremony, but probably one of the better healing ceremonies I've been to, if not the best, out of the shamans I've seen. And it was because he danced and he went with his singing, and he didn't have many props or gags, but just his energy was vibrant, and he was giving, and he was happy, and he made the group happy, and that happiness just kind of spread. And that's, I mean, we're fighting it. We're trying to get over sicknesses, trying to live, a good life. Happiness is a major aspect to that. So that hit me as kind of, they still have this probably more Shapivic idea behind their healing, whereas they're connecting the physical, the medicines, with the mental, the happiness, and the intention and the thoughts behind your sickness, with spiritual, because maybe the guy wasn't so much, but he did explain to me, though, they burn herbs and do different things to ward off bugs, to ward off negative spirits and energies. So, they use a try-experience method, which is actually what I'm looking to find, what I'm looking to apply in raising awareness and creating an ability for generally sickness-free, happy, healthy, long way of living. And this try-experience awareness to curing sickness is using a physical remedy such as herbal brew, tea, or even the juice from crushed up leaves, some type of herbal medicine with a therapy type interaction with the shaman, and then a spiritual type of ayahuasca experience, or offering to the gods, or curing and protection of reoccurring bacteria from the old sickness, in this type of burning incense theory. And it's been seen it's a lot more powerful for these people than taking pills. Tribes who have been getting this type of progressive advancement into their villages, and who have begun taking, Western pills for diseases that they've been curing with their shamanism and herbs for hundreds, thousands of years. And basically what happened is lots of the families can't afford these pills, and they're not taking them with the regularity that they would be seeing their shaman. The families that can, they're working, the same, except now they're becoming dependent on pills from an outside source outside of their colony, and then they're having to harvest, a outside form of fish or platanos to trade with a village that's going to trade with the city. So it's really taking them out of their way of life, and then they're thinking, oh, I'm going to go back. They're getting more individualized instead of in their communities, where, oh, if this person worked the land and harvest the platanos today, he would bring it